cause I'm dick sweat. My dick sweat, cause I'm dick sweat. My dick sweat, cause I'm dick sweat. Dick sweat, dick sweat, dick sweat, dick sweat. My dick sweat, cause I'm dick sweat. My dick sweat, cause I'm dick sweat. My dick sweat, cause I'm dick sweat. Dick sweat, dick sweat, dick sweat.
I mean, it's not every day I have a, porn star wanting to go to Juilliard and coming to me.
Oh, he's nothing. Like, he's pretty much just a little kid playing on the playground.
And if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be. I'd just be some other black guy with a large dick.
He's another face. Yep, he's another swinging dick. Bring some bucks in here and there. It's kind of like, it's like a bottle of whiskey. When you're done with it, you get rid of it.
Well, listen, I don't know why you're down here talking to me. It's this fucking guy upstairs that isn't paying his rent. I'm trying to cut him a break so he can get ahead in his life, and all I'm getting for it is aggravation.
So when I was a little kid, when I was 8 years old in fourth grade, they came in trying to get all the kids interested about music or whatever, and they came in with all these musical instruments. And, they had violins, violas, cellos, they had horn sections, all the winds, percussion stuff, all that. And the one that caught my eye was the French horn, so I was like, that's what I'm going to play, But for whatever reason, I got confused, and I thought the French horn was called a cello. So I came home and I told my mom, I want to play the cello, I want to play the cello. So my mom said, if you're going to play cello, you can't give it up until you're 16. So if we get this cello, you're staying with it until you're in high school. So I was like, yeah, no problem. So my uncle brought it by that night, and he came in the door with this fucking cello. It wasn't a French horn, it was a cello. And I'd already made this like pretty much deal with the devil to my mom. It was like this blood oath that I will play this shit for 16 years. So she brought it in, unwrapped it, and showed it to me, and it was like, yay, trying to be excited about it. But so yeah, that paved my musical career, man. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be playing strings. So the connection that I have to Juilliard is actually from a guy that I was working with. He was one of the guys working on the set when we did Dick Sweat. His father is actually one of the instructors to Juilliard, so that's how I got the connection. I think I really only have like one hope left, man, and that's this Juilliard thing. I mean, this is a legitimate chance to actually make real money. This isn't like, I've been playing music for pretty much my whole life too. I've been playing in these, bands and stuff, and it's been fun doing that too, but it just doesn't make any money. I mean, that's not any kind of way to make a living, but, being able to say, I graduated from Juilliard, that's almost a guaranteed paycheck. I mean, this is a chance to really do something real. I'm pretty excited. We're on the way to the airport right now. We're going to be in New York. I'm going to be in New York for 2 days, so I get a chance to see my daughter too, which is going to be so badass. Hopefully the interview or the audition goes good and everything, man. I'm really psyched. I think this is going to happen. I really feel like I'm going to get in. I think this is it, man. I feel like the stars are aligning and we're ready to go. even, you know, with all the fun we had doing those first 3 movies too, that was a fucking blast, man. I mean, you know, parties every night and, you know, hooking up with all these girls, and it seemed so glamorous and awesome, you know, and it was fun for a little while, and we were making music and we were being creative, but, you know, once that ended, it was just a job, man. It was just another grind. The way it happened, I was actually living with my roommate, Mook, in Philadelphia, and he used to bring these chicks to the house all the time, you know, and there was one in particular, Crishetta, man. She fucking was so loud, but he'd take her up to his room. The walls were paper thin, and he'd just be up there banging, you know, and she'd be like, Mookie, Mookie, you know, and he'd be making all this noise and shit, and it was embarrassing because I always had my girls over, you know, so we'd have to like try and suffer through this shit or go on a walk or leave or whatever because they'd be at it all night long. So one night is kind of payback or whatever. One of my girlfriends was over, and I took her upstairs, and I was like, you know what, fuck Mook, man, because he was sleeping for a double shift the next day. I was like, fuck this, man, let's get him. So we went up there, and I started doing all my dick sweat material too, you know, you know, all that shit, man. You know, you've heard it all before. But yeah, I was up there just making noise, man. And the next day I came down, and I didn't have any grand plan or anything behind it. I was just trying to piss my roommate off. And he'd been working in porn for the past 2 years, you know. So I came down, and he's like, man, you should come into the porn business, you know. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. And he was like, nah, man, you were doing that shit all night long, you know. So he kind of planted that little seed in my head, and boom, I am what I am now, you know. So Barry Velvet's my agent. He's a really good dude. I met him right when I got to Albuquerque. We hooked up pretty quick. Actually, he just spotted me on the street. But yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a little bit surly, but you know, he's always taking care of me.
Excuse me. What's up? She shocked herself. Well, you gotta take the fucking batteries out of it. It's a bad vibrator. That's not my problem. Figure it out. Speaking of which, you should give me a call sometime. I kind of like your look.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We got if you ever want to play catcher in this film I got going on called Dude Ranch. It's with Garth Brooks. Think about it.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. So, within your ways, like, this is how you find your talent?
Just down the streets, best place to look.
And I happened to be watching TV one night, and I saw this thing. This guy was campaigning for Joe Lieberman, and the family came up, and it was Dick and Katrina Sweat. And I was like, that's it right there, man. Dick Sweat, you know, I mean, how much more in your face can you be? And even my agent was like, what about Richard Sweat, you know? And I was like, no, fuck that, man. You know, Dick Sweat, it's in your face, you know? So that's what we went with.
No waiting permitted. Loading and unloading only.
Shit, what's up, guys? Okay, thanks for the pickup. So, I don't think things went too great in New York, hopefully. Look, I went in there and did the whole audition, went up in front of the whole group. I had to do sight reading, vocal sight reading. I had to play a piece. I did Freddie Hubbard's Red Clay, and I think it went pretty good, man, but it's just really fucking hard to tell what the deal is with, you know, I mean, they don't give you any kind of feedback. It's just, they're totally fucking stoic, you know. I kept asking, like, how am I doing, and they wouldn't even, like, respond, like, literally no response, so.
I don't really feel anything prejudiced. I think everything goes in cycles, you know, I mean, music, film, you know, anything, man. So, you know, the fact that maybe I'm not in demand now because I'm white, I don't really see that as being prejudiced. I just see that as, you know, being out of style. I mean, we're in the middle of the Latin explosion right now. You know, I mean, everybody you see is like these Latin stars, you know, Jesus La Leche de Cristo Riviera. I mean, he's a big name, but, you know, when I was on top of my game, man, he wasn't shit. He wasn't even like in the industry. So, you know, it's just the way shit goes, man. Everything goes in cycles. So, no, I don't feel like it's anything racist. That's just the industry, man.
Nada. My race has nothing to do with my style. I pretty much study in multiple different genres of what I do, but I do believe the ladies like a little brown.
People now are talking about, oh, he's Mexican, he's black, he's an older white guy. I don't fucking care. When it comes down to it, you do what you gotta do, and you survive.
I think the only person that I'm maybe not like fully truthful with is my daughter. But, you know, that's obvious. I don't want to have that conversation with her, you know. And as she gets older, I think one of my bigger fears too is that she'll start asking me questions about my life with this audition at Juilliard. You know, this is really my one chance to turn my life around. I mean, you know, I've talked about it, but it's no more talking. It's time for action, you know. And I really feel like it's the only chance that I have left to reconnect with my daughter and actually lead a happy, productive life, doing something that I want to do, you know, that actually means something. Because, I mean, who's going to remember a porno in 200 years? They'll remember the concept or they'll remember the genre, but they're not going to remember specific films. But music's eternal. Yeah, I haven't slept in the last couple days thinking about this letter coming. I mean, you know, it should be here any day. I just really need to have the shit come through, man. I even owe my landlord money and shit. You know, come in.
Mailman!
What's going on, Bruce?
What do you say, Jan?
Oh, same old, man. I don't, thank you.
It's your mail. Hey, I hate to bring this up, but you know what? I'm tired of bringing it up. You have my rent.
Dude, I really, I'm trying to get some money together right now, man. I just don't have any jobs or anything.
You know what? I need that money. I really do. I mean, enough's enough already.
Right.
I can't afford to not get money out of this apartment.
No, I understand.
And if you can't produce, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to find somebody who will.
I understand. I'm trying to get out.
I can't. You've given me every excuse in the book. All right. I'm tired of the excuses. Get it together or hit the road. Okay.
Okay, man. I should have.
You know I like you. All right. But I'm sick and tired of this. Getting no rent. Okay. I gotta pay for things. You gotta pay for things, or we gotta find some way to hit the highway.
Okay. Okay,
right.
man. Yeah. All right, man. I'll do what I can.
You better.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but he's trying to get into the school of Juilliard, a prestigious art school. Do you believe that he could make it at that level?
I don't know. I really, like, what I know of that cat is that he's just struggling, you know? Struggling to survive in the big world. I don't think he can make it.
I don't know what to say for him, but I know he's going to do a great job.
Nah, I can give a shit. Whistle a tune out of his ass, that's about it.
You know, being a Juilliard alumni, you know, I know what it takes to get into Juilliard, and Jan definitely has it.
All right. So I got my letter from Juilliard here. Let's see. Dear Mr. Janstein, you've been accepted to Juilliard. Dude, I just got accepted to fucking Juilliard. I just got accepted to fucking Juilliard. This shit's like... Holy shit, dude, this is actually happening. Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Barry.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, listen, I've got some feature films here with you know, you got some money in the budget for you to be starring in. Over next 3 months, basically one a month, 15 grand. And, yeah, I want to know if you're into it.
Wait, how much, dude?
15 grand.
Holy shit. Dude, I just got my acceptance letter to Juilliard, man.
Oh, come on, man, that's fucking bullshit. You know, you can only carry, like, part. You can part, that's about it. That's all you can do for playing music is part. So, what's up? You doing this or not? I need to know now, like 10 seconds. Otherwise, I'm sending it to somebody else's way. Hey, shit, you still with me?